video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471.
Left one. We will do Jamaica. Hey.
Hello, everybody. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode in this series. If you haven't already, we kindly encourage you to hit the like, share, and subscribe button right here on Reggae Boys Commentary. So we look forward to being able to have a discussion with you all this evening. How's everybody doing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd greatly appreciate that. Nice to see the comments in as well. That is great to see as well. How's everybody doing? I know 2025 has been a year, hasn't it? When you think about it. A record-breaking year for the Reggae Girls, being able to record their largest margin of victory in international women's football, an 18-0 victory. This calendar year alone, the senior women's national team has taken on Peru, the United States, Mexico, taken on England, also rubbing shoulders against Trinidad and Tobago, and of course we know the World Cup qualifiers as well. And on the senior men's national team, we're 2 wins away from a World Cup. That's where we are. 2 wins away from the 2026 FIFA World Cup. 1 game at a time. That's all we can take it from here, 1 game at a time. So I know you see the title of this video, and I'm going to acknowledge that in just a moment. So just to say, everybody that is here, good evening to everybody. Where are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments below. Where are you watching this video from this evening? Do comment below, and we look forward to seeing and hearing from you all quite well. Okay, so go ahead and do so, and we look forward to that greatly. All right, good. So let's see what you guys are saying as well. Now, Ian Frey made his debut for Jamaica October 2025 against Curacao away. And here we are, the year is about to end, and he wins the MLS Cup. And as I'm sure you'd have seen quite recently, there is a post that shows the Jamaicans that have won the MLS Cup over the years. I want to see if I can bring that up and walk that through with you, I'm going to see and try my best to go through that with you, if possible. Give me a moment while I work on that. Yep, Ian Frey here in 2025 winning the MLS Cup. Let's see if I can be able to share screen now to be able to show you this. All right, we should be good to go now. Right, so Ian Frey, 2025 with Inter Miami. Last reggae boy would have been Tavon Gray in 2021 with New York City FC. Tavon, of course, still is with New York City FC. Tavon, of course, made his debut for the Reggae Boys in 2024, rather 2023. He made his debut for Jamaica against Honduras. 2018, Romario Williams and Atlanta United. 2016, we had Damian Lowe and O'Neill Fisher with Seattle Sounders up in the Pacific Northwest. Alvis Powell and Michael Seaton, 2015, with the Portland Timbers. New contract as well for Alvis Powell. Donovan Ricketts winning with the LA Galaxy in 2011. Omar Cummings winning the MLS Cup in 2010 with Colorado Rapids beat FC Dallas in the MLS Cup final 2-1. I remember Makumba Kanji from Senegal scoring the key goal in that game. And it's funny because he moved from Houston to Colorado. He played less than 20 games for the club and winning a trophy. Andy Williams, 2009 with Real Salt Lake. 2002, 2005, Tyrone Marshall. So there we have it in terms of the Jamaicans to go on and win trophies, titles in Major League Soccer. Now Richard King winning. Congratulations to Richard Larkland King for winning the MLS Cup. Happy for him. This is absolutely great news, and long may this continue as well for him and his progression in his career. And it's absolutely fantastic for him to go on and accomplish this feat. So really happy for him to be able to do this. It's a trophy under his belt. And in addition to that, when you think about things as well, he can be able to, he has won a trophy under his belt, his 10th medal of his career. And now the focus for him and St. Mirren should be qualifying for European football. That should be the prime priority, focus, goal. That should be the next step. The very, very next step. So we'll look forward to that. All right. So that's where we are as it stands. So that's good. 2026 now is a calendar year. It's going to be a busy 2026 on the horizon. And I'll tell you exactly why it's going to be that sort of year when you analyze what is on the horizon. Because from January straight through to December, there's going to be activities for our senior national teams, or I should say all of our national teams involved. So when you think about it, in January, we have the CONCACAF Women's Under-17 qualifiers, round 1, from January 24th to February 2nd, respectively, in Aruba. We're in a group with Guyana, Aruba, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Honduras. And we'll do our very best to top that group. In February, we have the CONCACAF Under-17 qualifiers. Aruba, Cayman Islands, Canada win the group. We qualify for the World Cup. The venue for that is Costa Rica, by the way. The CONCACAF Under-20 qualifiers, round 1. Bonaire, Turks and Caicos Islands, Cayman Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Puerto Rico top that group, and we get to the final round. That's what needs to happen. The March period, well, there's Women's World Cup qualifying against Nicaragua in Managua. That's March 2nd. And as we know, the FIFA Intercontinental playoffs in March 2026 in Guadalajara, Mexico. Jamaica against New Caledonia, March 26, 2026 in Estadio Akron. And as we know, with a favorable result in that game, it means March 31 will be the final of the Intercontinental playoffs. And a victory in that game means qualification to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. In April, our senior women's national team have 2 World Cup qualifiers, namely against Antigua and Barbuda and Guyana. That's April 10 and 18 respectively on home soil. And April 30 is going to be a momentous day in Jamaican football because it is the FIFA Congress, which takes place in Vancouver, Canada. And on that day will be the appointment of the 2031 and 2035 editions of the FIFA Women's World Cup host nations. So that will be announced, and we look forward to seeing Jamaica alongside Costa Rica, Mexico, and the United States being chosen as the host nations for the 2031 FIFA Women's World Cup. The June period, there's a FIFA window, June 1 to June 9, that could be used for friendlies. It's the only window in the year where the men's and windows overlap. So the women's national team could play two of my friendlies in that window. And as we know, the World Cup itself is June 11 to July 19. In July, we have the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series in Guyana, July 11 to 15, and the CONCACAF Under 20 final round from July 25 to August 9. September FIFA window, it has expanded now, so there's a change in the September FIFA window where it's going to be longer. So September 21 to October 6, which is a period of 10 plus 6, 16 days. So the FIFA windows now are much longer in the September window, which means that 4 matches are going to be played in that window. So with that being said, it's the start of the Nations League cycle, and we wait to see if the Nations League cycle is going to follow the same format as it did for the last one, or if it's going to change. But whatever happens, Jamaica is going to be in League A of the Nations League. And of course, this cycle of the Nations League is going to serve as a qualifier for the 2027 edition of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. October, FIFA Women's window, October 5 to 13. And of course, that year will in that window, there'll also be the Under 17 FIFA Women's World Cup in November. A FIFA window, November 9 to 17 for men. That most likely will be a quarterfinal for the Nations League. And of course, the CONCACAF Women's Championship is November 24 to December 5. And that will determine our ticket to the 2027 World Cup in Brazil. The Under 17 World Cup in Qatar will also take place during that time frame. And in December, we'll have the draw for the groups for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup. The dates still to be finalized. So we wait and see how all of that will unfold as time progresses. Christopher McKenzie, how are you doing? Hope you are doing well, sir. All is well? Well, good to hear from you. And I hope you're doing well. I was just going through exactly what 2026 has in store for us in terms of the schedule and matches that lie ahead. So that is exactly what I was going through at this present moment in time, so that everybody can be fully aware about what's on the horizon for the new year, okay? We know, especially in relation to club football, Mount Pleasant Academy will wait until the end of February to see if it's going to be Sal Miguelito or if it's going to be LA Galaxy. Most likely it will be LA Galaxy that they'll face. So we wait and see how all of that unfolds, okay? So that's where we are at this present moment in time with everything that is in place. Yes, folks, thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode of Reggae Boys Commentary. Thank you again for everyone that has tuned in. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you for all the comments that have come in as well. I appreciate that greatly. So, folks, we stay tuned and so much more to come your way quite soon.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.
Left one. We will do Jamaica. Zoom, 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 zoom.